Hey y'all, welcome to the Clock Tower. I'm Colton, here with Brandon. 5 cards, 5 minutes, Rent-A-Girlfriend, rares, and double rares. Brandon, what's our first card?
First up, we have this level 1 Cheeseru. During your turn, it gets 3k power, and when combined with the Salvage Climax, when you get a reverse, you can salvage a character from Waiting Room. You can also discard a character from hand to then salvage again to get either a character or the event, Do You Mind? So being able to salvage and then hand fix to potentially salvage again, I think is a really good level 1 combo and a potential way to kind of recur the combo as well, because it does not sit big on defense. It goes back down to 4k power.
Yeah, playing a non-reverse combo in 2022 feels bad, even if it does swing at 8,000 power. It's big enough to get over 1/1 standby targets, which is good, but again, it still requires a reverse, and all of its plussing comes from the Waiting Room, so if you get pushed and your deck has been refreshed, then you're going to have a lot more trouble actually plussing well off of this combo. It does plus the level 2 free event, which lets you essentially play your level 3 combo for free. That combo can play into the level 3 Cheeseru combo, Everyone's Girlfriend. When this card comes on stage from hand or by the auto effect of a level 3 changer, you may heal 1. On attack, pay 1, pitch 1 combo with salvage. If you do, deal 2, and this card gains 1,000 power and jumps back into your hand when it's frontal attacked. I don't know how useful the Oboro is at 3, other than maybe to try to run this combo back. Pay 1, pitch 1 to deal 2 is fine. The power is not really there. This is fine. I think it's playable. It's more interesting when it combos with the changer, because then in the standby list, you can bring it out at level 2.
I think that it is interesting. You need a lot of stock to be able to recur this multiple times. I think having the Oboro on this at the top end is actually pretty nice. Your opponent's trying to go for the kill turn. They're not really trying to deal with Oboro. Oboro is less important, so they're not going to try to get rid of it. It'll cost them additional resources to get rid of it unless they need the reverse. Next up, we have Say Ah Ruka. This has a climax combo with the pants that you can do once per each character use of this. At the end of the card's attack, you can pay 2 for one of the following effects. You can either restand the card, or you can pick 3 characters from your Waiting Room, return it to hand, and then refresh your deck. So you can kind of try to help get into a decent compressed state and then kind of go throughout the rest of this combo.
We like pay 2 restanders, because as long as you have 1 stock going into the attack phase, these, pay for themselves. It's funny that we're talking about a salvage 3 combo here and not talking about hand advantage, but it does happen at level 3, so it's definitely more for the refresh compression advantage. You could theoretically compress yourself 9 cards here. You'd be out of stock at that point, but you'd be very well compressed and in a much better position to potentially survive. This is modular, which is good. It can be offensive or defensive depending on the game state. It also doesn't require a reverse for its restand. Next, level 0, 1,000 power, Exgirlfriend Mommy. It's a level 1 search, Ricky. On play, pay 1, clock the top card of your deck to search for a level 1 or lower character. And then on attack, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a climax, you can bounce one of your characters back to their hand. Honestly, I don't think the second ability is very useful in most contexts, because this card is only probably going to attack at 0.
Realistically, yeah, the effect at when you're trying to play this normally isn't going to mean a whole lot. And then last up, we have the level 3 Mommy. On play heal, when this card attacks, you can discard a card to Twin Drive. At the end of the card's attack, you can pay 2. If you do, you can look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, put however many cards you want from them back on top, and discard the rest into the Waiting Room. So it's a good way to get rid of climaxes from the top of your opponent's deck.
This card's basically just trying to cheese exact lethal. It needs to hit all 3 of its swings to close. The synergy is nice with the pitch 1 to trigger check twice, especially because you can choose how you pay the effect basically with stock or cards, depending on what you have, because you don't have to pitch 1 if you have the stock, and you can pitch 1 if you don't have the stock. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back on Tuesday. Brandon will have Weiss 101. We will have gameplay on Thursday, a new Clock Talk a week from Tuesday, and in 2 weeks, 5 cards, 5 minutes for Mushoku Tensei. Until next time, thank you so much for joining us. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and have a good one.
We'll see you then.